February 22nd. Out of Darkness 2. Living in the dark was no fun at all, but Renwen endured it. It was better to live in the dark than die in the light. The only question was, for how long? How long would the raiders stalk the surface world in the day? How long would he have to hide beneath their feet, trying to figure out a way of getting them off his world? How long? A metallic scrape caught his attention, snapping him from his thoughts. Renwen froze, listening to the shadow, his ears straining through the dark. The scrape came again, and he uncurled. He would not sit still and let them find him. He would not go without a fight. Quietly, he shifted his hand and wrapped it around the short, heavy length of metal pipe that he'd kept close, just in case. Just in case. The dart flashing out of the dark buried itself in his chest, the hiss of its auto-injector punctuated by quick footsteps that stopped short of bringing their maker into view. It hardly seemed fair. Renwen plucked the dart from his chest, but his hand wouldn't hold it, and he dropped it to the floor, his body following shortly after. He woke in the light, the sun shining at the edges of the shelter over his camp bed, a light blanket protecting him from the soft, cool breeze. Movement caught his eye, and a tall, lithe woman moved into view. "You're awake," she said, stopping at the edge of the shelter. "You will come with me." He would? Renwen sat up, shifting his feet to the dirt floor and waiting for the dizziness to subside before he stood. Of course he would. These were not raiders. But who they were and when they'd arrived, he didn't know. He needed to know. He followed her to a shelter walled by stone, and learned that raiders were not the only forces that dwelt in the sky above his world, that friends dwelt there as well.